artist. I'm at the Stephenville City Park, standing atop the hill overlooking the baseball diamond. Before the lights go out, I want to try to capture those colors, those amazing colors. They remind me so much of America. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the red clay diamond, the green grass under that electric glow. That's totally American. I just wanted to, well, capture it. So here I go. I started already without you. uh, you know, I meant to use Prussian blue, but it's dark, and I squeezed out the phthalo blue. And there's a huge difference between the Prussian blue and the phthalo blue. And so there you have it, folks. And once I got myself in that pickle, I said, well, forget it. Let's get everybody online, let's get together, and let's paint our way out of this mess, because I meant to use Prussian blue. I meant to use Prussian blue, but I didn't. I accidentally grabbed the phthalo blue. And there's a difference. It does no justice, this damn camera. It does no justice. The light, that's what I'm talking about. The light is amazing. The way that the light from those giant bulbs up hanging on those those metal posts, it reflects the green nicely. I'm just putting it simply. I'm tired of trying to explain everything to everybody. I'm just telling you, it's beautiful. If you don't believe me, just believe me. I did squeeze out some purple. Did I ever squeeze out? There's the Prussian blue. I did squeeze out the Prussian blue. It's been a while. Getting set up, dealing with my situation here, trying to decide what I'm going to do. I'm going to wipe it off. We're going to begin by wiping off. You see, bad start. What do? Wipe it off. So, wipe off what I can. I'm going to suffer this. Well, I don't have to. I'm bringing it down because it'll hold it in place, and then I'll move it back up so that we can have a good view of it whenever I'm painting. But right now, I'm taking off as much of that Prussian blue, phthalo blue, much as that phthalo blue as I can from the night sky. And this is not the finished night sky. The night sky is layered with so many colors. This dang camera does no justice. What can I say? There's Prussian blue, there's phthalo blue, I even see some ultramarine and crimson red. I'll use them all if it kills me. Once again with the phthalo blue. And that's my fault because I put it right there in the middle of my palette. I wanted Prussian blue. Dang you, phthalo blue, always getting in my way. Where's my mineral spirits? There's my mineral spirits. I'm in Stephenville, Texas, painting atop the hill at the Stephenville City Park. If you know where I'm at, then you know where I'm at. Phthalo blue, there you go once again, creeping in on my work. We're just going to spread that pigment out if it wants to be there. Let's see what it can do for us. We'll spread that out a little bit. Prussian blue is right there. This time we're going to get it, but I'm going to get rid of that phthalo blue because phthalo blue is a very powerful color. Very powerful, that phthalo blue. You got to watch it. It'll get a hold of your brush. It'll do all sorts of weird things to your bristles. And then the composition of your painting will be fra-la-la. That's right. Fra-la-la. Fra-la-la-la. And, yeah. Now we're getting that Prussian blue. And we're going to put... Oh, look at that. Now that's dark. Where's that moon at tonight? I fully expected to see a moon. It was almost full yesterday. What's going on? So here at Stephenville Park, the baseball fields kind of sit like down in a valley. So behind that glaring light, on the camera it looks horrible, but over here it's not so glaring. And it casts a nice luminosity upon the baseball diamond, which is what I want to capture. Those are the colors I'm going for. if by the time we're done here, if you feel like visiting a baseball park near you and looking at it at night, then I did my job. I did what I set out to do. I just wanted to kind of remind everybody what a beautiful thing it is that we have these places where our community can come together and partake in athletic and competition and, you know, make memories as kids. And so I'm painting in that the rise of the land behind, and it's in a nighttime setting there. I wish I could penetrate the darkness for you and show you beyond that glare of those lights, and it won't look that way in this painting. I'm not going to let them. We're not looking through camera vision here, right? We're looking through artist eyes, human eyes, a lover of where we at. There's a little play area here in a parking lot. A few cars, maybe they won't make it, but there's also a pavilion back here or a concession stand. And you know, around the concession stand, it's built out so that there can be restrooms and sitting areas. So this is beginning to scale into this canvas here. And in the background, way in the background, I see the lights of cars on the highway. So I'm just gonna try and put that all in here. Let you know the story of Stephenville on this night. We're just hanging out. It's a beautiful night. You can hear the sound of the leather ball hitting somebody's mitt, as well as the soft thud of the tennis ball on the court. And they're laughing over there. It's great. I like it, you know? People are pretty cool. I'm just gonna, paint that. I'm just gonna paint that. I wish you could see. Maybe you could see that little smudge right there of white? That is the back fence where the umpire and the catcher sit or stand and do their thing, and that's to protect the people. And it all just looks like it looks white to you, just like a block of white, because the camera is not sophisticated like you and I. But it does what it can, and it just can present it as a block of gray. But if you were here with me right now, you'd look at it and you'd see the mesh of the chain and the tall metal posts that support all that. And then in the background, you can even see the bleachers. It's pretty cool. And then in the night sky gets really, really dense. That's a deep blue. I've got to figure that one out. Maybe it's not even blue. Maybe what I need to do is throw in some green, but I'm going to first get that fence in. And for that fence, I'm going to do something extra special. Yes, I am. I'm going to do a special thing. Looking in my bag of tricks here. See if I come across a knife. I want a knife. Cuchillo Chavez. Cuchillo Chavez style. I got my knife. Ching, ching, ching. Just like a scary movie. Watch it now. Here it comes. I'm going to do a sketchily doodle of that. Ooh, it says it wants to go all the way to the top there. I don't know about you. You might be trying to trick me. Let's get grounded and let's start that thing. We're creating the scale now. Everything was just a smudge and a smatter of color and pigment and brush strokes until we thought we'd get in and draw out some of the details. Now everything's serious. Now scale matters. Now scale is coming into this. I'm having to, figure out how everything's going to sit. Composition is now taking shape more so than with just the all that color, all that filler, all that brushstroke was nothing. It meant nothing. This is where we're at now. And like I said, I'm just a man. I'm just a human being. I make mistakes too. What the hell am I even here? What did I even start this one for? What am I doing? I don't know. I'm just yeah. And that's a scribble and a scrabble and a dibble and a dabble. Just putting it out like that. Oh, there's one over here at the very back side of this field, but we don't really see the light of that one because it's casting it down. Directional lighting. Ooh, take that, opposable thumbs. Directional lighting. That's amazing. You ever think about that? No, because you don't care. You're too busy. What am I doing? I'm just scratching away pigment, drawing in the baseball field in the background. Drawing is important, folks. People like to say that I went through this whole school of thought that was like, oh, you know, you don't really have to know how to draw to be an artist. Yeah, okay. You gotta care. That's all I'm saying. You gotta care. All right, getting back to the mud. That red clay. I love it. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. It's just right here. That reminds me of childhood. Yeah. It needs to be a little bit darker, but it's getting there, you know? I think I'm getting my point across here. It feels good. Feels good, yo, to know your brush strokes aren't going to waste. Why? Because you put the time in to get them right. So do it. All I'm saying is just do it. You want to be an artist? You want to paint? You better do it. That is the brick of a building, believe it or not. I know. I barely believe it myself. But when I add some more color around there, maybe that's a tree in the distance with a little blue to make another tree in across a paved or cement little sitting area. Maybe you can see just peeking over here the top of a structure. Ooh, that blue. Man, I don't know about you. Just want to scratch it off. Scratch it off, see what happens. Okay. See? Just scratch it off, see what happens. It's gone. Sort of. I can tell now that it looked like a metal roof. It could look like a metal roof. Scratch it a little bit more. Ooh, I'm just like scratching in paint. I'm like scratch art. This is scratch art, yo. Doing that scratch art. Doing that scratch art. Okay, so we got a tree, we got a structure, we got more structures back here. But they want color. They want color. What color for those? But let's make sure that we got a really tall catch 'em all kind of fence right there going on. And it goes all the way around. Like that. It's protecting people. It's protecting the people. Hey. Yeah. What do you think? Can you see a baseball field in there, sort of, at night? I feel like I'm on the right path. I'm going to keep working on this to see where I can take it. Because, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't lying about it, man. See what I'm talking about, man? You know what I mean, man. So, come on now. Give me a minute. Just hold on a minute. There's some light back here from the road. So I'm gonna kind of put that in right there in the back mystically. Just a little. I can see like some dimensionality coming in here, but this is dark blue over here. What am I gonna do? I want to do brown. I squeezed out a whole lot of brown earlier. Dang, Gerald. Let's do that over here. There's brown over here. Brown over. Oh, I saw a mosquito. A mosquito, my libido, your torpedo, it's so neato. Hey, yeah. And I need to cut it out. Ooh, it's getting dark. It's looking like nighttime. Before it gets dark down here, and then we got these really bright lights up there. Let's see now. Drink some water. Clean the bristles of your brush and drink some water. Mighty tasty. All right, so I can see it. It's developing. It is developing. I'll give you that. I don't know if you're gonna get anywhere with it, but you know, you can't keep it scratch art. You gotta paint it in. Do I now? It's so abstract, yo. I don't like hearing that. So I'm gonna paint on it a little bit more. Let's see. I wanted to cut in on this light post here. It's not that thick. It's actually quite thin. It's rail thin. Maybe what I should do is paint the pole in. That's going to require some alizarin crimson. Alizarin crimson. That's not you. But it's red. Ooh, I like it. I'm going to use that red in something soon. So I'm going to go ahead and squeeze some out right there. Limit yourself now, brah. Because you can't keep on going out and buying more paint, brah. So don't squeeze out all that red, brah. Oh, you gonna use it now, brah? Yeah, man. I got it. I'll paint it. And you can watch. You can watch what I do. Here we go. Oh, you're so lucky you didn't get paint on you. Man. Here we go. Wait, I didn't squeeze out any alizarin crimson. That's what I wanted to do. Where are you? Alizarin crimson. Oh, that's not you. It is you. You just jumped right out at me. Oh, you're so thin. Look at that. You're looking like olive oil. The light kind. Ooh, squeeze it out. There it is. All right. Reminder, pick up alizarin crimson. What am I doing with alizarin crimson? I'm gonna paint in the iron pole that is right here. The back side of a pole that is casting light down upon a field. The front side of this pole is lit and it glows. So there you go. That's what I was doing. Now, I like that color. That color's a beautiful color. It is alizarin crimson, and it might have picked up a little brown or something, but I like it. And we're going to use that a little bit more like for a tree stump back here. Do I have more of it? Don't feel like I do, but this is straight alizarin crimson. Let's see what it does on the canvas. Straight alizarin crimson. I think I want to put you right there. Straight alizarin crimson. Just a spot of straight alizarin crimson. Because, yo. Yeah. And I'm not even going to clean my brush. I'm picking up some, I believe this is dioxazine purple. I'm having to go by memory rather than for suretedness because I squeezed it out at the beginning of the painting, and I've forgotten if it was. It is the purple. I can tell now that I've applied it. Under here is a children's play area, so I'm gonna put a big giant silhouette of fun playground stuff. We'll carve it out of there. We'll bring it out of the darkness in a minute. Right now we're just gonna get some green. Ooh doo 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 doo. Ooh doo doo doo. Ooh doo ooh. I should have gotten, well, that'll work. I grabbed some yellow, just straight yellow on my green and threw it down. And look what it did. I love that contrast. That's so good. So good. Watch out, because we're painting in now grass that is in shadow, and you know, so the parking lot doesn't quite make it into the composition, but that's all right. I like the cars that are just kind of floating around, and maybe I can still fit it in, because actually when I put that alizarin crimson down, that was marking like the parking lot. It just evolved into this other thing here because I really wanted to see. I'm working it out. This is what I call working out the composition. I've just kind of I have to make decisions over the symbols and the visuals that I want to put into the painting, and not everything makes it in, you know. Not everything makes it in. And maybe it takes a while, but eventually we get it right. Maybe. I know. You have to bear with me on it. It's a start. I'm not done. I'm not stopping. I'm gonna keep going. But, come on. Cut a brother some slack. I just need to do that. And that's what I'm going to do right here. So let's look at this. That is some dark color right there. Do I want it to go that? I guess let's do it. All the way. All the way. We're going. Dioxazine purple. Just out of the box. Straight onto everything. Turn it brown, dioxazine. Turn it brown. That's kind of what happens when you throw a big bunch of dioxazine on anything. It just kind of turns brown. But you can control how brown it gets by the level of brush strokes that you attempt at it, and you can create a little depth. Okay, we kind of are making some progress in the way of the composition here, because everything's so dark over there where this is happening. Everything is so dark, and I'm having to just variance of shade and shadow. And then mist in the air. Atmosphere. That's what we call atmosphere. Those are the posts with the lights on them. They don't have the lights yet. I'll add them soon. I gotta watch it because I'm teetering on the edge of mud. All right, so let's clear some stuff out of the way. I say now, chap, we need to make room for the light. So I'm just squeezing scuttlebutt. Oh, scuttlebutt. I am scraping color from the canvas. That's what I'm doing. All right? Scraping the color off my canvas. Right around the posts, the lights where the big lights are. Like so. Now coming back with my handy dandy Cystitis Super paint rag. Oops. Well, I'm not. I'm changing that. I've got a paintbrush, fresh from mineral spirits. I'm dabbing that, dab that, dab that. Do it there too. Do that to there too. Over here, we're gonna do the same thing. Over here, right there too, and right there, and then right there, and right there. Now we got the Cystitis Super Duper paint rag with the new and improved microfiber optical kit, and we've applied it. So now we're just using it, and it's all over the place. So get ready, because it's on. It's on, yeah. Okay, so what does that mean? I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and brush some stuff around like that. We're just brushing some stuff around. And we're going to see what happens. Night sky, Van Gogh, all the way. Yo. Kind of anyways. I can almost see a glow there. Almost, but we gotta what? I don't know. Type in your suggestions down below. Okie dokie. What am I gonna do? First, I'm going to work on the lights, then I'm going to work on the sky. Because I feel if I do the opposite, I'll really ruin it. Ruins it! You ruins it every time. Cleaning off this brush here, we're going to pick up, I see some, that's yellow. Green? Yellow and green? No, let's go red. That's why we squeezed it out earlier. Okay. Man, I put a lot of paint down. I thought this was going to take a lot more paint than it is. Oh, man, I misjudged my movements here today. Sometimes I try and gauge, like, oh, you're going to do this and this as I'm looking at the landscape. But then once it starts happening, things change. I'm cool with that. I understand the muse works the way the muse works. And I'm not bothered by that one bit. I just would like to know ahead of time what colors I should squeeze out on my canvas, on my easel, my palette. My palette. What color should I squeeze out on my palette? And so I try it and, get that ahead of time. Tonight I just missed it completely. The color palette that I ended up using is way, way different than what I thought. All this color and how much I put down. Wow. I'm just saying. Wow. I did not call that one right at all. I'm putting white in here because I want to try and capture there's moisture in the air. It's like humidity. And the light that's coming down from the towers, from the big beacons up top, it's illuminating that mist in the air, that moisture. And so I'm trying to capture that right now. I think I need to use a fan brush. Here we have a fan brush. I like fan brushes. I'm a big proponent of the fan brush. You could say I'm a fan myself. And so, like that, I have totally just ruined my painting because I don't know how to paint mist. I just put white on everything. And I don't think that was the right thing to do. But we did it. And so we find ourselves yet upon another adventure. How do we fix this one up? How do we fix this mess up? I almost said another word, but how do we fix it? That doesn't look so bad. Hey, all right, let's celebrate. Woo, we knew what we were doing all along. Haha. All right, back to the parking lot. Whew. Dodged a bullet with that one. And then I said I would do the sky. But we can redo that fence. These are trees back here, but I don't believe it anymore. Don't believe you. Don't believe you. And then there's space down here. And so we have it, folks. Park at night. I'm going to keep painting here, but I'm going to let you go. And just remember, catch me this weekend. I'll be at the Greenwood Saloon with Neil Cowan on Saturday. And then we're going to be at the Stockyards on Sunday in Fort Worth. So check it out, Race Ricketts and Friends at Tannin Hills. At Tannin Hills Music Hall there in the Stockyards. I'm coming in with my ease, bro. I'm going to make a painting there. At least I hope. Yeah, you know, I'm a good guy. Let's get along. Peace, y'all.